Welcome to my channel for this pregnancy update. I'll share some facts, baby status, symptoms, and bump shake. Subscribe to stick around, don't wanna miss what's ahead. It's week 27, let's talk about this big old melon.
Mic drop mama.
If you're new to my channel, make sure you go check out my mom raps. That's pretty much what my channel's all about. I actually went to school to be an audio engineer / producer, and I'm also a mom. So I like to incorporate those two things and make rap songs just for moms. I'll leave the link in the description below, but let's get into my week 27 pregnancy update. All right, so for my baby's update this week, she is getting way stronger. Like, her kicks are starting to hurt almost. She just like rolls around in there like she's in gymnastics class or something, especially at night. Like, she still sleeps pretty much all day, and then right when I sit down to relax in the evening, she wakes right up and starts rolling around in there. The other night, I actually like felt her rolling around in my stomach until like 6 in the morning, just like non-stop pretty much. I'm actually recording this video kind of late today, so I noticed that she's actually awake right now. So I'm gonna show you guys a little shot of her kicking right now. Oh, and she's getting so big in there that I can kind of tell what body parts are what whenever I'm feeling around on my belly, which is creepy and cool. And the last thing for my baby is that she officially has a name now. We just kind of had to get used to it over a couple weeks to make sure that it was really the one we wanted to pick, but it's definitely the one we're picking, and my son is already referring to the baby by that name. I've never heard anyone named the name that we picked, and it's really pretty and cute. And then her middle name is gonna be in honor of my mom, who actually recently passed away last year from breast cancer, and my son was really close to her and she was really important in all of our lives, so we thought it would be a good idea to name our daughter in a way that honored her. So yeah, don't miss our name reveal video that I'm going to be putting up probably after my labor and delivery video, which is actually not that far away now because I'm about to be in the 3rd trimester. Oh my gosh. Oh, I also put up a video recently about other names that we didn't use that we really liked. If you are interested in watching that, I'll link it up here. Okay, so moving on to my update and my symptoms and everything that's been going on with me in week 27. So my belly is definitely getting really big, like it's getting real. And it's causing my lower back to kind of ache. Like if I sit down for a while, it'll hurt for a little bit when I stand up. And then it's really hard for me to bend over and do things. And it's really hard for me to reach my feet and put my shoes on. And it's just like, man, I'm gonna be like a wobbly penguin the next 12 weeks or so. And also the most annoying symptom that just will not go away and has got to be one of the worst symptoms that I've had this whole pregnancy: constipation and gas. Like, it's not a pleasant symptom at all, but it's real and it's super duper annoying. Like, I feel like I try everything. Like, I try to drink a lot of water throughout the day. I try to eat healthy. I try to eat a lot of fruit and just get the liquids in and the fiber in and stuff like that. But I feel like I need like 10 times more than I normally would if I wasn't pregnant to get my constipation to ease up. And then it's also causing me to get like some pain under my ribs because my uterus is so big now that it pushes all of my like insides up to my rib cage. So it's like, yeah, other than that, everything's going pretty well. I also wanted to mention that I have gained a total of 13 pounds at this point. So I'm at 160 and I started at 147. I think that's pretty well on track. I don't know. It still seems like I've gained a lot less weight this pregnancy than I did in my first pregnancy. I actually made a video recently about how I'm maintaining a healthy weight throughout this pregnancy and still satisfying my cravings, just in a better way. I'll link it up here and in the description below this video if you're interested. It's really informative, so definitely go watch it if you get a chance. All right, so I've decided, since I'm getting into my 3rd trimester, that I would add a new topic for my pregnancy update videos, and that's gonna be what I did this past week to get ready for the baby. So one of the things I did this past week to get ready for the baby is add a bunch of stuff to my Amazon cart, because we pretty much get everything off Amazon these days that I don't have from my first pregnancy and that I have learned that I really could use with a newborn. So I'll just run through what I added to my Amazon cart. A whole new set of cloth diapers and inserts. And yes, I love to cloth diaper because it's way more sustainable for the environment, doesn't create a bunch of trash, and it also is a lot cheaper. But I learned from my first baby to not get the Velcro ones, because if you dry them in the dryer, then they get messed up and the Velcro doesn't work anymore. So I ordered a whole new set of cloth diapers with the buttons instead of the Velcro. And then I ordered the inserts that you put into the cloth diapers. They come separately, so you have to order both of them. And then I also ordered a stroller because I didn't have a very good stroller for my first baby, and I regretted it because going on walks was like the only way I ever left the house with my baby. So having a good stroller I think is really important because yeah, it's like the only time you ever get out of the house. And so I want to have a good stroller this time around so I can take my son and the new baby on a lot of walks. And then also I put a co-sleeper bed. It's kind of like the DockATot. I put one in my cart that's just like an organic co-sleep lounger. It's by Lala Me and it's only $100. I think the DockATot is a lot more than that. So I think having one of those is going to be really nice because with my first baby, I learned that I got the best sleep when my baby was right next to me or right near me sleeping. I know a lot of people don't agree with co-sleeping, but in my opinion, it's only natural that a baby wants to be close to their mom when they're sleeping and all the time because that's where they were for 9 months and where they've been their whole life so far. So yeah, I discovered that I got the best sleep when the baby was right next to me. And with this co-sleeper thing, it lays right on the bed with you. There's just kind of like a bumper around it to block you from rolling onto your baby. And then I also added some spandex running shorts, and it sounds kind of weird, but I learned that having like biker shorts is really nice after you give birth, like when you're going through the postpartum phase, because you have to wear like big pads after you have your baby. It just feels really loose if you're just wearing underwear and like normal pants. But if you have like spandex shorts on over your underwear, it helps like keep everything tight on you so it doesn't just feel like you're wearing a saggy diaper all the time. It just feels a lot more secure and comfortable in my opinion. So basically I just wear spandex shorts with all my postpartum recovery gear underneath after I give birth, and it's way more comfortable in my opinion. I also added some plant-based infant formula because my family and I actually follow a plant-based lifestyle, so I want to make sure that my baby has a plant-based formula option at the hospital, because if there's a problem with breastfeeding or anything like that and they need formula, I want them to have the formula that I want to give them and not the formula that they just have at the hospital, which is most often cow milk based. It's just good to have that on hand, or any formula you prefer for your baby. It's good to have on hand when you're at the hospital, just in case they need it. And then if they don't need it, you can pretty much just return it after the fact. I also got a bunch of maxi pads because you need an endless amount of those after you give birth. I got witch hazel because I'm going to make, I think they're called pad sickles. Basically you put witch hazel and aloe vera on a pad and then you freeze it, and when you come home from the hospital after you're having your baby, you can put those on your you know what, and it feels really good. So yeah, that's all I added to my Amazon cart for this baby. I also ordered some maternity picture outfits for me and my family, and so those all came in the mail and I'm super excited to take those pictures. We're probably gonna do that in the next week or so. So yeah, those are the 2 things that I did this past week to get ready for my baby. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys my bump, but before I do, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you liked this video and you want to keep up with my journey, and do you want to hear all my mom raps I have coming out in the near future. I'm actually about to put up one about the 2nd trimester. I have one about the 1st trimester, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here and in the description below. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it. Alright, now here's my bump. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for joining me for my week 27 update. Make sure you come back next Monday for my week 28 update and the first update of the 3rd trimester. See you next time. Bye.
It's mic drop mama on the beat. Can't you feel the heat? It's mic drop mama here to speak. Won't you take a seat? It's mic drop mama on the beat.
It's mic drop mama here to speak. Don't take a seat.